I thought it would be a bit more chaotic and a bit more frantic.
I think it will be okay. It will be fine.
Air Canada is no longer flying passengers between Vancouver, Beijing, and Shanghai for now. The final 2 flights landed at YVR shortly after noon on Thursday. The first being from Beijing, followed just minutes later by this plane carrying passengers from Shanghai. This passenger coming in from Beijing described the scene back in China.
Everybody just stay at home.
She says in Beijing, locals are all wearing masks.
Yeah, most of them.
This woman says she wasn't alone in wearing one for the whole trip.
Yeah. Whole flight.
Meanwhile, this woman flying in from Shanghai says she plans to self-quarantine for 14 days.
Yes, for good for everybody.
This comes as some airlines have moved to cancel select flights to the region due to a travel advisory from the Canadian government. Several other airlines also said that they were reducing the number of flights to the country as demand for travel to the area drops because of the outbreak. Philip spent part of his afternoon waiting to pick up his brother-in-law, Gavin, on board the last flight. He's been in China helping to train local ski patrols for the 2022 Winter Olympics. He says he's not worried, but is glad to have him back.
I'm happy that he's coming home because my biggest concern is that he'd be stuck over there if there was a quarantine. Not so much as him getting the virus or anything negative affecting him that way, but the fact that he'd be stuck there longer than his time, yeah, that was my biggest concern. He wanted to come home.
Coming out of the gate, Gavin tells us the mood on the flight was good.
Yeah, it was just like any, transcontinental or Atlantic Pacific type flight. Yeah, there's no panic, there's no fear, there's no anxiousness,
And Gavin's father, Clarence, also there at the gate expressing nothing but confidence in his son.
I know he can take care of himself.
It does not change at all for Canadians, no. The risk remains low.
In Ottawa, Canada's Minister of Health says arrangements are being made to evacuate more Canadians as commercial flights dry up and concerns spread that China may not allow infected people to leave.
We're working out the processes right now to determine who is coming, what the state of their health will be when they board the plane, and what processes we need to take in order to ensure their health when they return. At no time would we take any measures that would put the health of Canadians here at risk or those people that are coming.
In Richmond, David Zura, City News.